Hello everybody, Iain Robson here. Welcome back to an episode of Sosnovka. Alright, we got a couple things going on today. It's been a while since I've recorded one of these episodes. Been doing a lot of mod mashups lately and stuff like that, so I haven't recorded too many of these. That's just the way it goes sometimes. Playing a little American Truck Sim, playing a little bit of other games too, so, you know, just the way it goes sometimes. Anyways, today we're going to go ahead and harvest this field that we bought in the previous episode. And I'm going to go ahead and get my GPS set up here real quick. There we go. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know why I haven't recorded anything on the Let's Play in a little while. I think it's just because I just got distracted by other things, which is usually the way it works, right? So sometimes you just kind of get sucked into other things, and then, you know, I've been playing a lot of multiplayer lately as well, so, you know, it's all these little things that kind of take your time away from your single player, at least in my world, at least. It's not like that for everybody, so I don't know, it's kind of interesting. It's interesting to see, like, you know, what will take your time away. I don't know, I've been looking at lots of mods lately, and it's been kind of interesting to see what type of mods have come out and how good they are in comparison to, like, you know, previous versions of the mods, for example. Sometimes they're just as good, sometimes they're not as good, so I'll give you an example. One of the ones I was looking at this morning was, it was a stump grinder, essentially, the RE700, FM700, something like that. Basically, it was like a three-point hitch style stump grinder, and it worked really well in 15. But in 17, looks like the one that was released has some errors in it, which is kind of annoying because, you know, sometimes when you want to use some of the same mods that you really like, being able to find them sometimes can be a bit of a problem. So I don't know. I wasn't able to find a clean log version of it, but in the end, it depends how much logging you really do, right? So I don't do a heck of a lot of logging. Most of my logging is moving a tree out of the way so I can continue farming, but some people do it that way. Like, that's the way I like to log, if I do any logging at all. Whereas other people like to go and make actual money, make money from logging, which is not my cup of tea personally, but to each their own, I suppose, right? So anyhow, I've only seen a few American maps out that have come out so far. There haven't been a lot. There's been a couple that are the ones that have come out, I should say, are kind of lackluster in my opinion. Like, there's one that came out not too long ago, which is okay. I might still play on it. I might start a Let's Play on it. I was considering that this morning, actually. I was wondering, like, well, should I play on it? Should I not? What's the deal there? So I don't know. I may. We'll see what happens. All right. Also, for some reason, my controls are messed up this morning. I have no idea why they were messed up, but they are messed up. I don't know if it's because I'm playing on the server and I haven't had my my steer wheel and everything plugged in as much lately. I'm not sure what the deal is. It's weird because what's happened is, like, now that I've plugged my side panel back in, like, my drive control functions are different, but that's probably due to the fact that I was messing with the drive control for the server. Because the way it works on a server is a bit different than the way it works on single player. So, like, you have to, like, fiddle with the Lua sometimes. Other times it has some other things you need to do with it. So I don't know. That's been my experience, at least so far. It's been kind of interesting, actually, to see how things work on the server versus single player. Wow, really? I feel like it's missing a huge portion of this. Look at this. Why does it seem like it's missing so much? That's bizarre. Wow. It feels like it should be a lot more than that. Because, like, why are my tires able to run over Canola? That doesn't make any sense at all. Like, what's going on there? Like, how big is this actually? It says 4.4 meters. Like, it's... I don't understand. That makes no sense. Like, here's what I'm talking about. So, like, see where the path is that I've created? There should be a wider path than that. I don't know. That's weird. I wonder why it's doing that. So I feel like it should be cutting. So like, for example, if you look right here around the tire, you can see that it's like, it looks like it's running over crop almost, but I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Maybe it might just be like the way it looks. I'm sure it's just the way it looks, but it's just a little frustrating when you're like, what's going on? Like, why is it doing that? So anyhow, but yeah, some of the weird things like with the server. So like with drive control, for example, you have to go into the Lua file and like enable a few things and disable a few things. So it is kind of strange. But in the end, it's a question of like, I don't know, like it's one of those things where if you don't, depending how comfortable you feel doing it. Like some people feel like really comfortable doing it, some people won't feel comfortable doing it. Messing in the Lua file I'm referring to. So like for single player, you don't need to do it at all. So that's the difference. Like you can just continue doing whatever you want to do. You can just go into the drive control XML and then just disable certain aspects, and that's all you need to do for it. Whereas in the server, there's a few more steps involved. There we go. Yeah, see, now it's cutting like, I don't understand. See? I don't know. I think it's just the way it's working. That's strange. Because it's like cutting all of it now. I don't know. Whatever. Alright, gonna hire a worker here. It's gonna hop into the other tractor that I have lined up over here. And we'll unload. Close Courseplay here. So this is the newest version of Courseplay. Well, one of the developer versions. This is version 5.01.00025. If that helps at all. Anyhow. But I just got that's the latest version. I don't know. I got like yesterday, I guess, or the day before, something like that. All right. All my controls are messed up right now for drive control. There we go. It's funny how that happens. Like, it'll be like one little thing that'll mess everything up. Sometimes. I'll have to go back into the controls and set it all up again. Oh well. That's the way Farm Sim is sometimes, I find. Yeah, that's weird. Even the... Oh, I probably didn't... You know what it is? I probably just didn't even enable drive control. I'm guessing that's what it is. Because I changed it, that's why I don't have any of the controls. That's funny. Because I changed it, it's like a new version of drive control, and that's why I guess I just accidentally didn't enable it. That's the only explanation I have right now. Because I realized that I couldn't even see the fill level of that combine, so that's what it is. And then earlier on, I was feeding the cows, and I was trying to figure out why I was moving so quick. So like with drive control, there's one of the modules in the drive control mod is called EVGA, and that particular module basically slows down, like it slows your acceleration down to like what a tractor would normally accelerate at. Some people like it. I actually like it because I tend to make less mistakes with it, but some people hate it because it's so slow. Anyways. So the funny thing is that when I was feeding the cows, I'm like, wow, why do I feel like I'm launching like a rocket right now, like in the tractor, because it was going so fast. And it's because we were using, I didn't have drive control enabled. There we go. Nice looking trailer. Probably could upgrade this to a bigger trailer, if I'm honest. Now the funny thing is, so see how you have like this box right here? So this is my tractor, but I don't know what this... I'm trying to figure out what all the different symbols are. Like this is when you have something attached, it seems like. But why doesn't it show it for the front? It only shows it for the back half, so... I don't know. Alright, let's fuel up while we're just driving past here. Turn the engine off there. And then fuel up. It's funny, I never really use these Zetor tractors much, but they're actually not too bad. They're actually decent tractors. Like multi-purpose tractors, I guess I would call them. They work for quite a few different things. 1 second, coffee break. lovely coffee this morning. It's a fancy coffee. Well, I guess it's not that fancy. It's from, well, it was given to us by my sister-in-law, I believe. And she gave it, the person who, where it's from is like from the farmer's market in the area. So, it's pretty neat. It's good coffee too. It's interesting. They actually have, what are they? They sell like sweets and whatnot on the farmer's market downtown in my hometown, and they also sell coffee as well. So I'm fortunate enough to have, I've been there once or more than once now, and had their coffee, and it's fantastic, especially like for the farmer's market. You know, if you're there for like 6:30, 7 a.m. like, and they have a really solid coffee, it makes being there a little less rough. Yeah, that's weird. I wonder why. Even the hard worker's missing little bits and pieces. Maybe if I hired him the whole time. Yeah, see? It's bizarre. That is very strange. I don't know, have I included a few other mods since last time? Probably. Oh, definitely, actually, now that I think about it. What have I included? I haven't bought any of them, mind you, but I haven't installed a few. I have installed a few mods. This one's, I've had that for a while. That's the Moto one where the pre-purchase. That Fenvario is okay. I think there's an update to that. I haven't tried it out. This favorite is a nice tractor. It's the 611. Actually, that wouldn't be a bad addition to this map, now that I think about it. Is that really 185 horsepower? Actually, that would be. That's, if it's 55 grand, I didn't realize how cheap it was. It's an older tractor. I think the favorite 611s were like, I think they're, like this version of it was from the 80s. I'm gonna have to look that up actually now. Yeah, that's really cheap. Wow. Oh no, there it is. 116 horsepower. What was I looking at then? Oh, I guess that's the max horsepower possible. Yeah. Even that 62 is pretty cheap. Yes, I know you're done. Alright. There we go. Yeah, there's quite a few tractors I've added actually, now that I think about it. Quite a few. There's just too many of them now. Like, some of them are good, some of them are bad though. So like, let's give you an example. Like this 8030 is okay, this 8020 is a nice one. These versatiles, they're okay. I'm surprised I was able to find those, but they look decent enough actually. This is, oh, these are all the modern ones. This is one I looked at earlier on. Which one is this? This must be the one where it's CVX. Must be the one where narrow twins. Yeah, that's what it is. Because I got it. Like, it's a little like script, I think, that just adds like some stuff where you can put narrow twins on tires, which is kind of neat. I forget where I got that one from. Anyways, there's a whole bunch of little mods you can get. Depends what you're looking for. Like, for example, a lot of people ask me about the early spring mod, and like where it says early spring up there, and that's SOB that does that. It's just all it is basically is. I guess I'll just leave this worker as hired. All it is basically is a mod that says early spring. That's all it does. I think it's a 7-day cycle, if memory serves. So, but there is another mod. I did do a showcase on it, but after talking with the mod author, I ended up taking the video down because it wasn't as it didn't depict his mod as well as it could have, basically. We're really very well at all, and after discussing it with him, I was inclined to agree because I didn't realize one little thing. It's really bizarre. Like, it's called the Season Manager. I did a showcase on it a while back. The concept of the mod is really neat, but some of the things you have to do to make it work properly is a bit bizarre. Like, you do the normal, like you put the file in your folder, but then after you do that, you have to go into your game, save your game, exit out of the game, go back into the game, and then when the last time I checked, it only worked for 4 days in the game, and then you had to get out of the game and go back out. And I'm like, But what I showcased, it didn't show the aspect of the seasons very well. But when you do it properly, it does work perfectly well. So I I just don't like the fact that you have to get out of the game and go back into the game and stuff like that. And I don't know. Because, like, I don't know, I guess... I don't know, I play more than... Usually if I'm playing for, like, a long period of time, I'm going to play more than just, you know, 4 days in game. So, I don't know. Maybe not, I don't know. It just seemed like it should have been, you know, more than just 4 days, or capable of depicting 4 days, so, I don't know. That was a little strange in my opinion. Yeah, coffee's so good. I'm happy I made a pot of it this morning. Alright, sweet. So we have $46,000. I don't know if we can buy anything with $46,000 that we need. Because right now, we own a few things. I probably should just sell this. I haven't even used it since I got it. Yeah, I really haven't used that thing at all. It's not worth very much though either. I'm not even sure if it's worth going to the store to drop it off. Well, I guess if you're just going to pick up something. This is what we have leased at the moment. Just about everything apparently. We could upgrade our tipper. I like these tippers, the FarmTech ones. But I think with how close we are to the farm, I don't think it's even necessary to upgrade to that. Actually, I think my favorite tippers are these ones right now. The agroliners for some reason. I don't know, I just like the way they look. I don't think I have any other crazy modded tippers. This one's a new one from Black Sheep Modding. That's pretty nice actually. I believe it's Black Sheep Modding at least. Wide tires, design with loading wall. And then these ones, of course, a must-have. Yeah, there's not many. There haven't been in like a lot of like really nice tipper ones. So, anyways, the Glance mod, or the mod is out now too, which is a nice mod. Works well on the server. I haven't put it on the single player game because we have Inspect right now, which is like the same basically, but I think Glance is a bit more minimized, which is why I like that one a bit more. So, all right, guess we can unload. Might as well while we're waiting for that combine to finish up. Probably could start mowing the field actually. Get that grass mown. Actually, it's funny. There's been more than once now we've had discussions about words like sow and mow, because depending on where you're from, you might say something different. Like you might say mown or mowed, or you might say sow or sown. It's kind of interesting. Or seeded is the other one you might see. I just think it's funny how we have all these kind of variations on things and you don't realize it. You know, sometimes it's a Canadian-American thing. Sometimes it's usually that's what it is. I should say British and American thing, because the weird part about Canada is the fact that we use American and British language, which makes it frustrating sometimes, because like some things you would say in one you wouldn't say in the other, or the way we spell things, for example. Like in Canada we spell honor, for example, with an H-O-N-O-U-R as opposed to just O-R. So alright, let's see if this course is going to work. What field is this? 20 something? 23. I think I made a course for this. 23 unload. Yep, looks like we're good. Let's see if it's going to work properly. Seems to be good. Because this is the newest version of Courseplay, I have to be aware of the fact that it may not function as nicely as I want to all the time. There we go. Should be fine. Alright, let's hop into the Mass Ferguson here. And detach that. Start the engine up. Grab the mowers. See how fast that's like. It accelerates just way too fast, in my opinion at least. I don't know, that's why I like the vari-gear function, because it's like a slower acceleration, because in a tractor you don't really launch. Well, you can, I suppose, but I don't think it's good for the engine. Where did I leave the mowers? Oh, there they are. I think this is the way I did it. There we go. There we go. One of the interesting things about the new Courseplay, or the Courseplay itself, is that they do have that function where you can turn inside the field or outside the field. And depending on what activity you're doing, it's kind of nice. This has been my discovery so far. Why do all my tractors like have like no fuel in them at all? Anyways, what do you set on? Rake? No, we don't want you to rake the grass. I'll just mow it myself. Alright, here we go. Let's lower lower that, unfold. And there we go. 9.2 meters. Is that how wide that thing is now? There we go. And close that. Turn that on. I love that sound. It's so cool. There we go. Actually, I found my cows. I feel like they're using a lot more grass. Or I guess grass and hay and whatnot. I don't know if they actually are, or it just seems that way. Is that cutting everything? Yes, excellent. Good. It's funny if you you know unload do this yourself, for example. The way you turn is so different than the way the computer turns. It's like if you hire a worker, it's like so slow to make the turn. Even with course play, it's the same thing. Like actually, I guess course play is a little bit faster. It depends on how you set it up. If you set it up so it turns outside the field, then it's fine. But if you set it up so it turns in the field, it does it's such a weird turn. As you can see, I've left bits and pieces of grass all over the place over there, apparently. There we go. Grab some coffee while we're waiting here. Do love my morning coffee. Yeah, so far the developer version of Courseplay has been satisfactory. I haven't had any problems with it. Well, that's not true. I guess I have had a few problems, but that's to be expected because it's the developer version of Courseplay, right? So, and with the latest release of it, version 2.00 or 5.01.0, whatever it is, 2.5 is the ending numbers. They've made some adjustments. Like I said in the little showcase of the leveling mode. Somebody actually left a comment saying how to use it, so I did some investigation, or did some investigating, I should say, and discovered how to use it. It's actually really easy to use, but there are some weird things that I don't like about what it does. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little frustrating the way it works, actually, because what it does is it pushes all the silage to the end of the bunker. So what will happen is you'll have a huge pile at the end. So tractors will get stuck on the pile, and they're probably going to update that, and hopefully they'll figure that out. I'm hoping, because it's a really frustrating thing. Because with that, you can flatten that little piece yourself, and it's not so bad. But with it there, it's kind of it almost makes using the function not useful at all, because you'll have to manually take over every single time and then move your tractor over that or away out of it. I don't know. It's strange. There we go. But yeah, being able to do this, the way this works is the way, if you do this with GPS or without GPS. I use GPS for everything. I use GPS for when I'm what's the strangest things I use GPS for? When I'm unloading a combine, I use GPS sometimes. I'll put cruise control so it follows the same speed as the combine, and then use GPS to stay in a straight line. Not always, but sometimes. That one's probably the most ridiculous one, I think. I don't think most people use GPS like that. But you can use GPS for anything, right? So, alright, this field's almost mown. Got one more pass to go, and then we can set up the rake. Looks like the other guy, the Courseplay guy, is doing alright. It's not making a mess of things yet. Now, without the far silo extension, you can just put straight grass into your bunker, and it's no problem at all. It's like silly easy, actually, to make silage, and I keep forgetting that. There we go. Get these last little bits and pieces at the end here that we missed. Perfect. I think we actually will make silage, but I think that'll be for next episode. Here we go. Get this guy set up over here. Yeah, I think we will make silage, because let's check our silage bale. Let's check to see what the levels are like, because I don't know. Here's our little cows. So we could buy some more cows too, actually. Also, interestingly enough, here's a little tip that I just discovered very recently, and I was really surprised that they had this. So when you're in the like animal dialog box, so you see how it says open animal dialog box, so you press R. If you want to buy or sell animals, here's a little tip. Some of you may have already known this. When you hover over the buy, instead of clicking it like this, use your scroll wheel on your mouse. Watch. How cool is that? I thought that was the coolest thing, that you could just use your scroll wheel to sell and buy. A little tip. Pretty cool, eh? Anyways, let's go check our silage bale count here and see what it's like. We'll just hop over the straw bales here. Need some more grass bales, looks like, actually. Silage bales. Oh, we're doing alright in silage, actually. And my little robot fellow. Go ahead, start again, robot. There we go. Got to keep those cows nice and clean. You would never have, if you have like 16 cows, I don't think you'd ever have a LED robot in real life. Those things are super expensive. Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me today. I think next episode we'll come back and do a little bit of silage in the bunker over there instead of the silage bales, just because we'll have a big bulk, and I won't forget to, at least we'll have some extra for the cows, I guess. So, anyways, that'll be it for me for today. Hope you enjoyed. My name's Iain Robson, and if you enjoyed, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button for some more Let's Play action. Catch you guys later.